Hello. Welcome to this space, Thought by Thought. This landing page on this space is a momentary attempt to give you a bit of a glimpse of who I am, of what I'm about, of what you'll find here, and what I hope can help with one big thing, one big asset we all have. To me, that most precious asset is our thought and how we're using it. I'm Tree. Trisha Thorson is my full name. And Thought by Thought is simply an online space where I can, from my heart to yours, share each day how I'm editing my thinking in order to help you edit yours. Well, that's kind of presumptuous of you, you might be thinking, to believe that I need to edit my thinking. True. It's a complete assumption on my part. But here's the thing. How do you know each day what's influencing you and your thinking? Unless you find a way to get in there to that thought of yours and edit the intake that you are taking in hour by hour. We all need to edit our thinking. We all need to edit our intake. Why? Why am I so passionate about that? Life experience and a constant weakness, if you will, habit, if you will, of believing I was lacking. Well, I'm not believing I'm lacking, Tree, so I don't need to watch your video anymore. No problem. Thank you for giving me the 2 minutes that you have so far. But I think many folks, you never even have to tell me, would admit that they walk around feeling like they're lacking. Maybe a lot, maybe a little bit. And the lack belief can influence all of our steps and restrain us and restrict us and keep us in prison and keep us holding back from who we are and what we're about and how we can be exuding so much good and how we don't have to feel ever any more doubt. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm showing up. That's why I'm offering daily thought tips, which if you want to receive them, you need to put your email into that space where it says subscribe for thought tips. I'm a one-woman sort of office presence here. I don't have a team. I don't have a pitch that I'm selling. I'm not going to kind of subscribe you unsolicited to promotions that I might be offering. By giving me your email, you're simply saying, yep, I want to see what she's publishing each day as a thought tip. You can also follow Twitter at Thought by Thought, and the by isn't BY, it's an X. So Thought X Thought, it stands for Thought by Thought on Twitter, and you can follow the Facebook page for Thought by Thought. But I'm a huge advocate that we all need to be editing our intake and editing the messages that we are believing and what we are allowing influence our thinking. None of us lacks a single thing, but go try to live that moment by moment and you'll trip up, because I have. There's fear there, there's resistance, there's so much doubt, and we need ways to kind of boost up our thinking and have those thought tips support our endeavors to being all that we can be. The thought tips I share are my spiritual advocacy for what I'm doing in my own thinking. And they're simply an offering on my heart to yours. And if you want if they're helpful and you want to know more, so that you don't have to necessarily read the thought tips and you can just kind of go on your day editing your thinking on your own way, and you want a phone call with me, I welcome that. And that's the work that I do offline. That's the consultations that I do offline. I'm a metaphysician trained in the practice of the science of mind healing. And one-on-one calls can last anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 to 30 minutes if you need more listening time. And we can talk about that if you call. The phone is 617-784-6426. But I'm all about get into that thinking, roll up the thought sleeves, figure out what's influencing. Because half the time you don't even know you have that option. You're allowed to figure out what you're being influenced by. You're allowed to screen your intake. You're allowed to filter it too. Everything I'm outpouring here is my heart to yours, out of love, because I know we are all capable of more than we do, and we are all holding back in some way, and we all have reasons to justify what we do and how we do it and why, but the fear is still there. And what happens? Why am I so passionate in helping folks overcome their fear? Because I know from experience, when we don't know what to do with the fear or the limits or the impact of them, of feeling like we're living restricted, we start numbing and we start doing things that aren't good for our life and well-being. And I'm not going to identify all the ways that you know already of, all the ways people are numbing their life and living restricted. But if you need me to, booze, alcohol, interneting, binging, purging, living a life of self-condemning, hurting yourself, being with people that you ought not be, staying in relationships that are just suffocating, doing jobs that make us feel staccato and robotic, living lives that make us feel, what am I doing with these moments? Gotta get into editing our thinking, gotta edit it, gotta brave that. It's okay. We're all here on the web creating content every day or reading other people's content. We know what editing means. We just have to face thought and brave it. Okay. This is my landing page for now. I tend to change these up every month or so after I get kind of bored of hearing this message, so expect a new one soon. But I'm Tree. I'm here. You want to talk, pick up your iPhone, dial the number, text me. Otherwise, subscribe for the thought tips. I'm here to help you edit your thinking. Big hug. Till soon. Thank you so much for listening.